I've done a lot of coaching for Lean Six Sigma, for example. I had a group of people in Dubai working for Iraq, and I had to coach 10 people there to get their certificate for the Green Belt. And of course, you cannot go there on a weekly basis, so every now and then I did go there physically, but mostly you do it virtually. And as you mentioned before, a phone is just a phone, a voice is just a voice, but you have to see the people, how they react, how they work with things. Then you understand what's the problem. If you just talk to them, it's far more difficult. So these virtual sessions helped a lot, and I did them on a daily basis, maybe 3 or 4 for a long period.
So was there anything you did a little bit differently when you were coaching somebody in the situation you were just describing compared to doing face-to-face coaching?
Well, one of the differences I found is if someone is quite close to you, it's easier to walk by, or they come walk to you, and it can be on daily basis or whenever it's needed. And when you do it virtually, it's somewhat more formal.
Yeah. Did you then have like regular meetings in the calendar, like a little bit more structured?
Yes.
Discipline around that. Yeah.
As soon as we started with coaching, I set up a regular meeting in the calendar.
Yeah.
On a weekly base, for example, say 2 hours on a weekly base. But besides that, on ad hoc basis, it was always possible, of course, to do extra sessions.
The other thing I've done virtually, which worked, I think, reasonably well, was going to the Gemba. So for people who are not into that methodology, it means as a manager, you go to the process, you go to where the process is being operated, and you engage with the process operator, because by doing that you really understand what's actually happening at the point of execution. Probably playing with fire here by having CI experts in the call while I try to explain a CI concept. I'm sure they'll correct me if that's not quite the thing. But you can go to Gemba virtually, so it's instead of going up to the person's workplace and standing next to them or sitting next to them and having them physically show you what they do, or observing them actually as they execute the process. You just do that with video and screen share, and actually a lot of the processes in finance these days are anyway, the site of operation is somebody's computer and their screen. So doing a screen share with a video chat actually makes it perfectly possible to go to Gemba and observe and then ask questions about what's happening.
What's happening, and if you do it virtually, you have to prepare that you can show that all this material also on screen to the other person. So I think that was the biggest difference. But for the rest, I think it worked certainly in the finance environment, as you said, very well.